Yo, Mr. Richards.
Yo, what's going on?
Not much, you?
Oh, not a whole lot.
Nice.
Let's see. Trying to find him.
Hey, Mr. Richards.
How you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
Good. Get my stuff open here. Okay, we're going to start by going over the last part of the cell division lab on Explore Learning. So if you want to open that up. Open line.
How are you, Mr. Richards?
I'm good. How are you? So what'd you think of that game? Vex game?
I'm all right. Which one is it?
It's
Because
it's neither,
I'm
actually.
seeing stuff that says that the Champions Bridge is. What?
No, it actually wasn't. It's not either one of those games. It's just jokes. All right, on the Explore Learning Interactive, we went through, I think, most of it.
Why is it neither?
Because they're just jokes. Laugh. Haha. Okay, I'll just open it up for questions while I share my screen, and you can shout out if you have some problems with it or whatever's going on with it.
No.
So cell division.
Not in a laughing mood.
Okay, are there any questions on this Explore Learning thing? And we filled out, I think, most of it. I mean, we left some blanks, but we filled out most of it together, and I gave you some instruction on it. But any lasting questions, things you couldn't understand?
There was one question, but I can't remember what it is.
Well, we'll What did you guys get for the shortest phase?
That was the question.
I got cytokinesis.
Cytokinesis was the shortest?
That's what I got.
My cytokinesis and metaphase were the same every time I paused it, so I was very confused.
They were. So just put both of them there if that's, you know, what your data shows.
My averages, though, showed that anaphase and telophase were the shortest.
Okay. Yeah, go by your averages then. All right. Oh, my goodness. All right, so if you don't have any other questions, I guess we could move on. You guys are good with it? All right, don't forget that to take the assessment on that, like towards the end of the gizmo. Everybody know where to find that? Okay. Okay. All right, let's open up CATLAB 12. I have the video for CATLAB 12, but for some reason it's not loading, so I just need to delete some files from my computer. But let's look at CATLAB 12.
Mr. Richards, when I open CATLAB 12, it says it's CATLAB 13.
It does. Well, just change it. It's CATLAB 12.
Okay.
On an earlier lab, I think it was one of the muscles of the inside of the arm, I kind of combined with another one, I believe. So my normal numbers are one off. Okay, CATLAB 12, it says CATLAB 13, but CATLAB 12, Digestive System 1. The last Zoom session, we went over the previous one, so if you missed that, make sure you look at the video and get it filled out. I'm still missing, before we start going over this, I'm still missing a bunch of CATLABs from some people, starting all the way back from CATLAB 6. You're required to get the labs done. And either by the videos or by the Zoom sessions, we go over pretty much most of the answers. So, all right, CATLAB. All right, nothing to do there. You should already be able to recognize the diaphragm. This is the muscle which separates the thoracic cavity from the abdomen. This is the muscle that assists in breathing. The diaphragm contracts when you actually expend energy. You think that it's going to contract when you're inhaling or exhaling? Contract when it gets smaller. Take a guess. You have a 50-50.
When you're exhaling.
Exhaling.
Inhaling. But not a bad guess. So contract means it's going to get shorter. So causes the muscle, the diaphragm. Can't spell. So if it gets shorter, it's a curved muscle and it curves down into your abdomen. So if it gets shorter, it actually pulls posterior. So if your rib cage gets, if the rib cage expands, I guess I just gave that answer, sorry. This would cause the space that your ribs are in to get larger. And air moves. It's inhaling, so air moves
in. It moves in.
Question on the first paragraph. All right, at certain points during the day, you do not take enough air in. Your brain senses the shortage of air, or may possibly be overheated, or notices that happening in your surroundings, and sends a message to your diaphragm to take a long, deep breath called a what? When your brain senses a shortage of oxygen or sees other people doing it and thinks that, boy, I better get my oxygen while it's there,
Yawn.
a yawn. All right. What do you think is contagious yawning?
When you yawn and then someone else yawns and then it just
Yeah.
keeps going.
All right. Hey, are you more likely to yawn if a friend is yawning, a stranger, a family member, or does it matter whom you observe yawning? What do you think?
It doesn't matter.
Some studies have shown that it does matter if you have more empathy towards a person, if you have a closer relationship to them. And then some studies, shows that it doesn't matter. So you could put that this is inconclusive. All right, so research it a bit. Small report, 4 sentences is fine. You cannot skip these reports. I have, 4 or 5 or 6 of you that pass in one of these labs and don't do the extra stuff. If you pass in this lab or any of the labs without, answering these other questions, I'm going to send it back to you. All right, your diaphragm may also move suddenly and involuntarily. It's called when a muscle moves without you controlling it. Sometimes your
Spasm?
knee, yes, your knee starts shaking uncontrollably. Sometimes that happens to your diaphragm. Hey, when it happens to your diaphragm, we call it a what?
Hiccup.
Hiccup. Hiccups may be caused from an irritant, eating too fast, stress, or certain chemicals in the blood. Moving on, any questions so far? All right, what 3 major vessels pass through the diaphragm? Thoracic aorta, posterior vena cava, and the what? What else has to get through the diaphragm? Thoracic aorta and vena cava both carry blood. What's the big thing that carries food?
Esophagus.
Esophagus. Okay, your liver will take up most of the room in the abdomen. Locate the falciform ligament. I pointed that out in the previous video when we were doing the rib cage. This is attached to the liver, to the diaphragm, and to the body wall. What does the liver attach to by its falciform ligament?
The diaphragm.
Diaphragm and body wall. Yes.
Body wall. Yeah.
Okay, also locate the coronary ligament. It attaches the middle of the liver to the what? Starts with a D.
Diaphragm.
Diaphragm. All right, count the lobes of the liver. You're going to get that during the video. Define what a lobe is. Put the definition there. And what is the function of liver? Answer this in a question on a separate report. Okay, about 8 sentences. It's worth 20 points. So again, you cannot skip that little report. Just the function of the liver.
When it says answer the question on a separate report, do you want us to do it on a separate doc, or is it
No,
okay?
you can, since it's digital, I forgot to change that. You can just put it there. Okay, there's a serious disorder that occurs when the liver becomes inflamed from a virus. Starts with an H.
Hepatitis.
Hepatitis. Okay, remember that itis is the last part of the word, which means inflammation of. What does the suffix itis mean?
The inflammation of.
Inflammation of. Okay, when this is caused by eating food contaminants with feces, I'll let you research that. I don't need to give you the different types of hepatitis. What does the word chronic mean?
Like it occurs often.
Yeah, occurs often or it's long lasting, hard to get rid of. Okay, lift up on the lobes of the liver, find the green colored sac. It was actually in the other video also, but I talk about it in this video as well. I decided I would give you a question here that you can only answer by watching the video, so I won't give that to you. I measure it during the video, so. And what's the name of the sac we're talking about? The green sac?
Is it the gallbladder?
Hey, what are gallstones? Hey, the gallbladder stores bile, which helps us like digest and emulsify and break up food. Gallstones are like crystallized bile. I write at least 4 sentences about the causes, symptoms, and treatment for gallstones. So far you have 3 little writing things to write. Okay, find the hepatic duct, cystic duct, common bile duct. The H comes from the liver, the C comes from the GB, and the CB forms when the H and the C meet. Find all the ducts. I guess you can't point them out, sorry. Rewrite this second sentence in the step without the use of initials. So this sentence here, rewrite that sentence without using the H, the C, the GB, the CB. What does the H stand for?
Hepatic duct. Am I saying that right?
Hepatic, yeah. So you just put it there, the hepatic comes from the liver, the C.
Cystic duct.
Comes from the GB.
Gallbladder.
And the CB
Common bile duct.
forms when the H and the C meet.
Hepatic and cystic duct.
Okay. In the video, it's going to be hard. It was, kind of hard for me to get it on camera and have a good view of it. But they're just like little Y-shaped ducts that lead together. All right, remove most of the liver to expose the stomach. Most of the stomach is on what side of the body? Where's your stomach, left side or right side?
The left side. Ooh.
Left side. Okay, you may remove the gallbladder also. Okay, the top of the stomach is called the cardiac stomach. I don't know what there's a blank there for. What does the word cardiac mean?
It relates to the heart.
Yes. Okay, it's the closest part of the stomach that's, it's closest to the heart. And the second part of the stomach is the fundic stomach, which leads to the end of the stomach, called the pyloric stomach. The main portion of the stomach is called the body. How many different parts of the stomach are there?
3.
Well, you have the fundic, the cardiac, the pyloric,
And then the
so-
body, isn't
and the
there?
body. So let's put 4. Okay, again, I put a question here that you can only answer by watching the video. Identify from the video the largest of all the sections. Okay, locate the greater curvature. This is the far border of the stomach closest to the body wall. Cut open the stomach along the greater curvature, empty the contents to describe what you find. So you're gonna put that in your own words by watching the video about what was exactly in Thomas and Clayton's cat's stomach. If you examine the inner lining of the stomach, you should see folds. If the stomach was full, you might not see the visible folds. What are the folds in the stomach called? Can unscramble that.
Rugae.
Rugae. Right. And something that means full of wrinkles is rugose. Let's go a couple more minutes. Okay, 3 functions of the stomach. Well, we know it holds food. What
It
else?
digests food.
Digest. And what else? Where does it go after it's done in the stomach?
The intestines.
Intestine. Okay, cut open the stomach a little further anteriorly. Near the top, notice the ring muscle. It's one of blank ringed muscles within your alimentary canal. All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 5. Okay, what's the alimentary canal? It's your entire what?
Small intestine?
No, bigger than that. Your entire digestive system. And from the esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, colon. Okay, the ring muscles are called sphincter. The name of the specific sphincter located at the top is it has the same name as the ligament that holds on to the liver, close to the heart.
Cardiac?
Cardiac. Okay, we'll go through one more paragraph and then we have to move on here. On certain occasions, that sphincter, the one at the top, will not close completely and allows stomach acid to back up into the esophagus. What word used in conjunction with digestive orders means to back up?
Reflux.
Reflux.
Okay, stomach acid refluxing into your esophagus is called acid reflux. What is the common everyday term for acid reflux?
Isn't it heartburn?
It is exactly heartburn. Right. And here, just have you ever had heartburn? You can answer yes or no. If you have heartburn more than twice per week, you may have GERD. There is a student, possibly one of your classmates, who was recently diagnosed with GERD. We'll see if you can figure that out. And GERD stands for, oh, you can figure that out also. It's like SCUBA, it's just an acronym.
Do we get like points taken off if we can't figure out which student it is or what?
Yeah, you fail.
Okay.
No, just how about if I give you +10 if you can figure it out?
Okay.
It might not necessarily be a classmate of one of you guys. It might not be a sophomore. All right, the lining of the stomach has a layer of mucus to protect the cells. However, the lining of the human stomach must be constantly replaced. I'll let you look that up. Let's see. I guess there's just one more writing assignment on that about diabetes. Okay, so I will hopefully get the video up on that. I just have to delete some files, so it should be, this afternoon. Okay, any questions on that lab? Okay, open up the POGL on Google Classroom. Pay attention to what it says.
I know, but it doesn't make a good look. Yeah.
Now, did we start going over that POGL last time? All right. So start looking at it. Now it's not just a cell cycle. It's concentrating more on mitosis. So it goes kind of hand in hand with your interactive. Let's have half of the POGL done. How about by the next time we meet, which is what, Tuesday? All right, and you should have all the labs caught up. All right.
Do you want lab 12 done by the next time?
We better, because time is ticking away.
Okay.
Okay, before you guys leave, everybody can go except I want to keep a couple other people, handy to talk to for a while. So Austin, Justin, Michael, and Jesse, if you could stay on for a bit. Okay, everyone else, have a great day. Okay, Jesse, how's your labs coming?
I'm slowly getting there. I have some questions on 9.
Okay.
For the key of the diagram,
Yeah.
the diagram that I found does not have them labeled like ACL, TCL, stuff like that. It has them under different names. And so I'm not quite sure which is which, but I know that they're there.
Okay.
If that makes any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, it makes sense. Send me what you got so at least we can move on with it.
Okay.
And did you take the knee quiz?
Yep.
Okay. Michael? Not making much progress on those old labs.
The only one that I haven't actually done is 6, right? Of the old ones? Or that's not done or like completed.
Yeah, it's not completed.
Hey,
There's a few of those that aren't completed.
7 and 8 you graded.
Okay.
And 9 I'm almost done with.
Okay, but like 12 is due next week. So, I mean, 9 you're almost done with. You have 9, 10, 11, and 12.
10 and 11, 9, 10, 11 is just the set. Is just the paragraphs and such, and then I'm done.
Okay. All right.
I
So
have
yeah,
8,
Jesse.
11, and 12, right?
Huh?
I have 8, 11, and 12, right then?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
All right. So Jesse, you can sign off. Michael, if you don't get the stuff done, I'm going to come over to your house and infect you.
Okay.
Gonna give him the coronavirus.
Yeah. Okay, Justin and Andrew.
Austin.
Austin, you have to do the labs.
I have most of them done. I have 2 that I haven't done. I just need to turn them
Okay, I'm not seeing them though.
in. Okay, I'll turn them in after this.
Okay. Justin, what about you?
I just have to do the paragraphs.
Okay, but I'm still not seeing them. When I look at your Google Doc lab, it's like blank. There's no blanks filled in. It's not just the paragraphs.
Which one?
I don't know. We could look at 6 together right now if you want.
Sure.
This is Cat Lab 6 of yours.
Oh yeah, I don't have that one done.
Okay. And no, see, we're gonna. And
How many
Austin,
do I have to go back? Like, which one, like, did I come back on? Like, what cat lab do I have to continue from?
from 6.
Okay.
6 is 4th quarter.
Okay. I didn't know that. That's why.
So yeah, let's make some progress on those and try to catch up this weekend. And if you have questions or difficulties or can't view a video, I mean, make sure you reach out. Okay. All right. Catch up, you guys.
All right.
Okay. Have a good day.
You too.